Good evening, students. Welcome to my video class of English Class 10 Supplementary Reader Unit 6 The Making of a Scientist. Let's look at the author. Robert W. Peterson was an American newspaper writer who later became a freelance author of magazine articles and books, especially on the topics of sports and scouting. And he is said to have promoted the baseball among the blacks in America. And his works led to the blacks in America admitted to the Baseball League of Fame, Hall of Fame, you can say. Now, this lesson, The Making of a Scientist, talks about the famous scientist Richard E. Bright. Let's look at the summary of the chapter. The chapter, The Making of a Scientist, is a story about the famous scientist Robert E. Bright. Richie, as his mother used to call him, was a very curious child right from his childhood. He had started collecting butterflies in his childhood, and when he was 2 years old, he had already collected all the 25 species found near his hometown. He thought to be an end of butterfly collection until one day his mother bought him a book named The Travels of Monarch X. This was a turning point in his life, and he got much more interested in dealing with science. He started with tagging the butterflies, which a task given at the end of the book that his mother bought for him. Then when he first entered the county science fair with a slide of the frog tissue he lost, everybody won something, but his project did not win any prize. He was sad, but also understood that to win, he needed to do real experiments and not just make neat and clean models. Then he wrote down to Dr. Urquhart of the University of Toronto, asking him for ideas to make projects. He stayed busy during his high school, working on the long list sent to him by Dr. Urquhart. Then for the next year's fair, he chose the project looking at the viral disease that killed nearly all the monarch caterpillars every few years. He thought that the reason for this could be a beetle, so he started raising caterpillars in the presence of beetles but could not get any results. So when he showed his trial experiment at the county science fair, his project won a prize. Then for the next year, he made an experiment to show that the viceroy butterflies copied monarchs. This project also made him win prizes. Then he started his research as to the purpose of the 12 golden spots on the back of a monarch pupa. Everybody believed that it was just a design, but Dr. Urquhart thought otherwise. Then E. Bright and another brilliant science student got together and made a device that could show that gold spots were responsible for releasing a hormone that was necessary for its growth. With the help of sophisticated instrument at one of his labs, he got a chance to work and found the chemical structure of the hormone in the gold spots. Then one day, while looking at the photo of the chemical structure, he solved one of the biggest puzzles of life. He came to know how a cell blueprints its DNA. It was a big breakthrough and was published in a magazine. He also had many other interests and also admired his social studies teacher, as he was the one who used to give him new ideas. He was good at debating, public speaking, and a great canoeist. He never used to win for sake of winning or for the prize, but because he wanted to be the best at whatever he used to do. It is shown in this chapter that with the right amount of curiosity, a bright mind, and the will to win for right reasons are the qualities needed to be a scientist. His mother also played a big role in making him what he was, as it was she who supported him throughout his journey and bought him the book The Travels of Monarch X, which aroused his curiosity in the field of science. So that's all for today, friends. We shall meet again with my next video class. Till then, goodbye and have a nice time. Thank you.